Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit! Why is anything you say to be taken as true compared to any vivid imagination anyone has about anything? What ultimately grounds anything you are saying as being actual and true?
Well, I guess, are you asking, like, why do you have to listen to the words I'm saying and try to interpret them?
Did you need me to repeat the question?
Yeah. Oh, no, but we were talking about the ultimate grounding. Like, that was the topic.
Did you need me to repeat the question?
You said, why should anyone take what I say to be actual and true?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all I can say is that I'm participating in a long discourse around these topics, and I think
I wasn't aware that you were having a discourse, but I'd still like an answer to my question.
Oh, well, yeah, sorry. It sounds like you're asking why should you listen to me and try to interpret what I'm saying? Because if I said, can you just tell me right now? Can you just tell me right now, so I don't waste time? Can you tell me approximately how many times do I have to repeat the same question until you'll actually answer it? I guess maybe one more.
He didn't answer. I just want to ask the room if anyone thinks he didn't answer the question.
Please don't interfere.
I'd
like an answer to my question. Good. Good. Don't interfere.
Okay. So, sorry. Can you ask it again? Then I'm sorry.
Wow, I asked the question 3 times already. See, that's why. That's why I've been listening the whole time. That's why I've been listening the whole time. I sat here quiet.
Okay. This is a little too combative for me. I'm not really sure why.
You know what? I've been listening here quietly.
Oh, sorry, my thing cut out. Sorry.
Why are you talking while I'm talking?
My phone was cutting out. I couldn't hear you talking. Okay. I apologize.
Yeah, I've been listening to the whole time, right? And then I step in when G.I. Joe steps out. I ask you a fair question that's clear. I've asked the question 3 times, and you have yet to answer the question. And you want to know why? Because you are a bullshitter.
Oh, that's pretty mean.
No, it's not. It's spot on. Okay?
Free speech, look, you already answered the question like a million times. And it's obvious that he doesn't really listen to you.
Well, I guess it's just, I was just confused. If you say, why is what you say true? And I go, it just sounds like we should just continue.
Are you going to, wait a minute. I'm still waiting. Are you going to answer the question?
I think because the arguments hold up.
Okay. You're not understanding. What ultimately secures anything you say? What ultimately imposes what is, can be, or cannot be in terms of what you say?
That's the answer I was giving before. It was nature.
The arguments hold up is simply rhetoric when you say that. It's a generalization. So I'll try again. Why should we accept anything you say is true and actual? What ultimately secures what you said is true?
Okay. I'm confident that you're going to say that I'm tucking tail and running, but this is just way too aggressive of a conversation style for me.
You are a deceitful person.
Wow.
Okay, I've asked you a straightforward question, and all I'm getting is bullshit responses. And yes, I am confrontational, especially when somebody's bullshitting me.
Wow.
Okay.
Then I'll just step back and let someone else talk.
What you want to do is you want to sit there and monologue like you're some community college professor about your views on Hegel or whatever. I ask you a simple, straightforward question: what ultimately makes what anything you were saying is actually true? And I never get a response to my question. Okay, and then you pretend like you answered my question when you didn't. Okay, you're just lying right to my face. You know, that may work with some people, but it doesn't work with me because I've been debating people for 10 years, okay, on the internet. And you, sir, are a bullshitter.
Okay. I understand that's how you feel. So that's fine.
Oh, well,
I don't wish to engage in this type of confrontation.
Thank you for telling me that you understood the English words that I just said to you, because I was not under the impression that you understood English.
Yeah, I don't want to engage in a confrontational discussion like this, so that's why I'm asking you to
you know what?
move
You know what?
on
You don't
someone
want
else.
to answer a question. The reason why it's become confrontational is because you're now lying to me and attempting to pull the wool over people's eyes as though you were sincerely answering my question, which you were not.
Okay, I just have to say you opened your discussion with me by saying that everything I said was total bullshit. So I don't think that's when the aggression started.
I said what?
When I wouldn't answer your
what
question.
different?
So
No, that's not what
I
I
don't.
said. I said what differentiates anything and everything you say from somebody fantasizing stuff. That's what I said.
Maybe if there's a recording, you can go back and listen to it. But you
go back.
proclaim to
Yeah,
the
I'm
room
sure there will be on
everything you
Tom
just.
Rabbit's channel. But you want to know
You just.
something? You are a dishonest BSer. You just want a community college lecture, but then when somebody asks you a legitimate, straightforward question, you BS, and then you pretend like you answered. Well, I don't take kindly. When you talk about me being confrontational, you're damn right I'm going to be confrontational when you lie to my face repeatedly.
Well, I'm going to go take care of my son and have a lovely afternoon
Go take care
instead
of
of being
your
yelled
son.
at on the internet.
Yeah.
So have a great day.
You're just calling being like a huge dick, being confrontational. Like you're just being a big jerk.
Actually, I'm not. When somebody repeatedly lies to me in a conversation, as he did, I am then going to be confrontational when people are being deceitful with me. Because I want to ask you a simple question, G.I. Jew. Okay. Do you think that being truthful in human verbal interactions, that it's a basic social contract?
Yes.
I'm waiting for an answer.
Yes. My microphone working?
Yeah. So I asked him a straightforward question, and he was giving me purposely deceptive responses. And I kept on asking the question again and again and again. And he kept on being deceptive. Okay. And at a certain point, when somebody is chronically deceptive with me, then I get confrontational. And no, I'm not being a dick. I'm being confrontational about somebody who's lying to me over and over again when all I've simply done was ask a simple question. And then they try to put the monkey on my back like the problem's with me. I don't take kindly to that. You just don't like the fact that I am confrontational and in the face of people who lie to me in a discourse. I don't mind people disagreeing with me, but I don't like people lying to me when I ask a simple question. And then they repeatedly lie to me, and then they try to gaslight me. Now, did you listen to the whole interaction?
Yeah, I was having a conversation with somebody else.
Listen, your mic is terrible. I can barely understand you. Now, if you listen, did you listen to the whole interaction between himself and myself? I can't hear you. Yeah, your microphone is garbage.
Is this better?
Yeah. No, it's not. Okay. The guy was trying to gaslight me. And people start gaslighting me, I'm going to get confrontational. And then they pretend like, oh, I'm the problem when they're gaslighting.
You can't regulate.
Hey, G.I. Jew, get a new microphone, dude. Get a new microphone.
You're just let me speak for a second and listen, because other people in the room can understand me. Like, I'm just embarrassed that people have to learn a great apologetic and stuff from somebody who's just a huge jerk.
Okay. I'm not being a jerk. I'm being confrontational. Let me ask you this question. Let's see how honest you're being. Okay. Was he gaslighting me?
No.
Okay. Get the hell out of here. You're a piece of garbage. Now you're the jerk. See, now you're lying. He was gaslighting me. He was purposely being deceptive. He was BSing, trying not to answer the question, then claiming he was answering the question when he wasn't answering the question. Okay? Now, who's being the jerk?
You're being bully. You didn't let him get any. There's no
not being a bully. See, there you go again with more gaslighting. I wasn't. Being confrontational with somebody who's repeatedly lying to me is not being a bully. Okay? I was more than patient with him. I kept on asking a question. and saying, you didn't answer the question. You are not answering the question. And he kept on pretending like he was. Okay, he was lying to me, gaslighting me. And then I got aggressive. Getting aggressive with somebody who's gaslighting and lying to me is not being a bully. You're being a bully because you are gaslighting me now by making me the bad guy because I'm irritated that somebody's lying to me.
Well, let me get a word in and then I'll go away, right? This is all that I need. This is all I want to say. What? Am I muted or something?
GI broke.
No, we can hear you, GI. Go ahead.
No, you can't now. Okay? He was pulling this crap the other way. It's because he doesn't like my disposition when somebody's repeatedly lying to me, and I get pissed when people are lying to me and gaslighting me, right? Well, you're the jerk. You're the one who's being a dick, okay? Because you are white knighting for somebody who's gaslighting in a conversation. The guy was not being truthful. He was not being transparent, okay? How many times did I said to him, how many times? I said, let me check my watch here. How many times am I actually going to have to repeat the question before you give me an answer? Yeah. And I'm the bad guy because I'm confronting somebody. Because you're such a mealy-mouthed, spineless jellyfish, you put up with people interminably gaslighting. I don't.
Well, Darth, do you have to wait, but hold on, Darth, do you have to insult G.I. Jew? Like, is that necessary?
I'm not insulting him. I'm calling him out for his false accusation that I'm the problem. Maybe if I didn't sound so agitated, right, and change my tone of voice, but kept the words the same, maybe he wouldn't, call me for being the jerk. I wasn't being the jerk. I was confronting somebody who was repeatedly lying to me. Okay? Because I'm calling this guy out and saying that he was bullshitting and he wouldn't stop it, then G.I. Jew tries to impugn me when I'm calling this guy out for being repeatedly and chronically deceptive. Ezra, I don't accuse people who disagree with me as being deceptive. But when people are purposely deceptive with me, okay, and they do it over and over and over again, at a certain point, I'm going to get agitated. I'm going to get indignant at what they're trying to do to me. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, G.I. Jew, I don't know why you were trying to confront Darth if, someone was obviously...
He was white knighting for a guy who was gaslighting and lying. That's what he's white.
Like, well, G.I. Jew, you should know that Darth knows, like, when to call people out when they're lying to him. So I don't know.
Instruct him. He's a big boy. He's smart enough. Okay, but he's white knighting for some guy who was just bloviating. Okay, and I said to the guy, why should we believe anything you say? What ultimately grounds anything you say? And the guy was just simply prevaricating, obfuscating, trying to gaslight me. And I kept on repeating the question several times. And then when I pointed out to him, hey, how many times am I going to ask the question until you're going to be truthful and answer the question? And then he goes, well, I did answer the question. Right? And I called him out for being a BSer and a liar and gaslighting me. And then GIG wants to come and white knight for him. I have plenty of long conversations and debates with people who vigorously disagree with me, okay? And they don't get called out. I don't get indignant with people who are being transparent about what they believe. And they're not prevaricating. They're not obfuscating. They're not lying. They're not gaslighting.
Hey, Ezra.
What's up, man? How are you?
You think that GI was being deceptive?
I said, how are you?
I was asking you, do you think GI was being deceptive?
Do I think G.I. Jew was being deceptive? I think he's just acting like a moron because it's obvious that Darth knows when people are lying.
Don't pay any. Shadow is a known troll. Okay. Don't pay any attention to the troll. So what he's really trying to do is now he's trying to white knight for GIG, white knighting for that previous interlocutor who was a liar. Why do I have to say Are you going to answer the question? Are you going to answer the question? Do you need me to repeat the question? How many times do I have to repeat the question before you're going to answer it? And all I get back is bloviating. Okay, it's purposeful deception and gaslighting.
You're the biggest troll though, Duff. So
Yeah, shut up, Rainey. You're a moron. This is why no one likes you.
I didn't hear what she said.
She called you a troll. She's a moron. Don't even pay her any.
I don't care. I don't join conversations to inflame passions or to be disruptive. Nor do I prevaricate or obfuscate when people are asking me questions. So no, I'm not a troll. They just don't like the fact that I am confrontational with people who lie, who prevaricate, and I'm confrontational with the trolls. So what are they left to do is to call me a troll.
I have a question for you, Darth.
Go ahead.
So I was wondering, do you think that meekness is a virtue?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if GI will ever get a better mic.
Yeah. Was Jesus meek when he publicly confronted those who claim that they were on a path of truth and reason and serving God? Was Jesus meek when he said that they're rotten corpses and whitewashed tombs, and he called them snakes and vipers? And by the way, that doesn't resonate so much with people today. But back then, calling somebody a snake and a viper and a wolf in sheep's clothing, I mean, that was scandalous to say that publicly upon people who were in the highest level of quote unquote public ministry. Do you think that was meek?
Yeah, but we've seen scriptures.
But did you say yeah, but?
Yeah, that's Jesus.
Yeah,
you're not Jesus.
Yeah, but that's what children say. Children say yeah, but.
Yeah,
oh, really? That
Jesus.
was Jesus? Oh, okay. Did I claim to be Jesus? Was Jesus acting? No, I'm not making a category error because I'm not claiming to be the Son of God. Was Jesus acting in a prophetical role? How about this? Do you know who Stephen was in the book of Acts?
Yes.
Okay. Now, why was Stephen murdered?
Well, they didn't like what he has to say.
What did he say to them?
That Jesus is God.
Wrong. So now you're gaslighting me because you don't know what he said. So see, now you're being deceptive, aren't you? You don't know what he said that triggered them to kill him, do you? I'm waiting for an honest answer. Maybe you can be truthful. So you don't know what he said, do you? See, dead silence.
May I ask you a question?
Okay, you
want
to pull the Jesus meek and mild card, and I'm not being like Jesus. Well, Stephen, it says he was filled with the Holy Spirit, and he said to the Jewish Supreme Court, he said publicly to them, "You are uncircumcised in your hearts." Now, do you have any idea how scandalous, how outrageous from their point of view that was? Do you have any idea how offensive that was publicly to say that of the Jewish Supreme Court? Okay, was that being mild?
It's a different situation.
Hey, Frank, if somebody's going to converse with me, or even if I walk up to them and say, "Wow, I'm late for my plane. Can you tell me what time it is?" and they lie to me about what time it is, right? I'm going to get indignant, all right? You know, being truthful about what's on your mind, okay, is a very important social glue. It's a basic social contract that we human beings have with each other. It's so important that you can be severely punished if you lie in business or in the justice system. But some of you people think it's no less important in general discourse. Okay?
Hey, Darth, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aside from insulting people, what behaviors of Jesus do you feel that you emulate?
Warning people to flee the wrath to come. Okay?
Okay, but as far as behavior goes,
yeah, it never ceases to amaze me that you people want to, pull the Jesus card when you don't even have a basic familiarity with the Bible. No, are you familiar with the Bible?
I read it some time ago.
Okay, no. What is the 5th book in the New Testament?
In the New Testament is, I think it's Acts, isn't it?
Okay, very, very good. You got that one right. People rarely get that right. Okay. Now, the point is this. What I'm doing here is public preaching the gospel and defending the faith. When somebody comes along and is stepping up into the public position and they're going to lie to me and about me in front of a public audience, I'm going to be confrontational. I'm going to be indignant. Okay. Jesus was publicly indignant with those who stood up in the public forum and would lie about him and attempt to entrap him. Was Jesus wrong when he was publicly indignant about it?
Well, no, I was asking you more about, aside from indignation, are there any other Jesus behaviors that you try to emulate?
Yeah, I try to be loving and compassionate with people, okay, who are unbelievers. But when they cross the line publicly and they proclaim they're following the truth and reason and they're lying to me and lying to everybody in the room, then I'm going to get publicly indignant like Jesus did, okay? Now, I'm still waiting for you. Since you want me to be an honest person and like Jesus, why don't you be like Jesus? Do you think you should be like Jesus, Noel?
Oh, I think Jesus definitely had some good suggestions.
Good. Then answer the question, okay? God does not exist because, how about you give me a truthful answer to that? Because the last time I talked with you a few minutes ago, all you did was prevaricate. What's the answer to the question? God does not exist because?
It seems that regardless of my answer, you're going to accuse me of.
Okay, have a nice day. You're going to prevaricate some more. See you later.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that guy, bro.
Well, Darth, do you think that it's very Christ-like of you to cuss at, unbelievers in like a vicious manner when they, troll you?
From time to time, if I use a coarse word, I've said that I shouldn't use it. But if you think you're going to get away with dogpiling people, it's not going to happen, Ezra.
Okay, so.
Okay.
I mean, I was just checking up to make sure because that gives you a bad look. It doesn't look too Christ-like.
Okay, Ezra.
I have a question.
Thank you for your input, Ezra.
Darth, are you scared that Ezra is going to take you as a deity?
Do you have a serious question?
That was serious, but no.
Who was it asking, Linnaeus or Rainey?
Rainey.
Oh, you're from the Godless server. Okay, so you're another.
No, I'm not. No.
No, actually, you were. I have a note on your account. I have a note on your account. Yeah. Bye,
you
bye,
said you
Rainey.
updated my note, though.
Bye.
You said you updated my note.
Bye, Rainey. Nice trolling.
I'm not trolling.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it.
I don't put up with people lying to me, gaslighting me, prevaricating, okay, and trolling me, right?
Darth, you know why they try to troll you? Because their parents never fucking gave them structure.
No, many of these unbelievers, they're just disgusting. They have a terrible. They don't even have a mindset that even certain teenagers have, and they're adults and they act this way. And then they get useful idiots like G.I. Joe or G.I. Jew, who wants to white knight for that previous lying prevaricator, right?
Yeah.
Look, if you think I'm not going to get indignant when you repeatedly gaslight and lie to me in a public forum, you got that wrong. I am going to become indignant. I'm going to let you know, right?
Well, listen. Darth has over 10 years of experience, so if he's calling someone out for lying, don't question it.
I don't call people liars as a tactic, nor do I enjoy doing it. But I will do it when they're transparently doing it to me over and over and over again. And I give people more than the benefit of the doubt, like that first guy I did. I kept on asking him over and over and over again, asking the question repeatedly, okay? And then I said, how many times am I going to have to repeat the same question until you'll finally answer it? And then his response was to gaslight more, okay? This is what these people do. This guy wants to wax eloquent like he's some professor of philosophy talking about Hegelian idealism, or ideals, right? And then I just ask him a straightforward question. Why should we take anything of what you said as to be true and real? What would ultimately secure that? And then the guy,
In the general chat, Darth, Andricus wants to speak to you. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, Andricus can go pound sand. He's another atheist troll. That's why he's server muted. Okay, people who are not a-holes, people who are not scumbags, people who are not trolls, don't get server muted.
How do you know they are trolling?
The same way you know people are trolling. You use your eyes and ears.
No, I don't know. I don't know if people are trolling. They could be genuine.
Then why don't you then do me a favor, okay? Do you have a web browser open?
Yes.
Okay. Go to one of the search engines and type in, how do I determine and detect when somebody's trolling me, okay?
Okay, teach me. What are the principles? What are the clues?
Have a nice day.
Get off Discord, boomer.
You just let's be honest. Let's be honest. You don't like the answers, so you think they are trolling. Is that?
First of all, your microphone is not good. Number two, I'm having trouble with your accent. And number three, I've discerned you're a troll. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Do people have to get in VC and act unnecessarily like retarded?
I know, right?
Hey, listen, that's okay. Then they show themselves as a troll. When they come in again, they'll be red dotted, and I'll know that they're a troll. Okay. Hey, this is the internet. Okay. We have trolls in all shapes and sizes, and I am not ashamed to call these people out or to be confrontational or to be indignant. Are there some times when I should be more patient? Absolutely. Are there some times when I've said certain, let's say, unpleasant words? Sure, absolutely. But I firmly believe that much of the time when I'm indignant, if not most of the times, it's entirely justified. Okay. I've had it with these people in the same way, that Jesus and the apostles would publicly denounce those people who stood up to them publicly and claimed that they were standing for the truth or seeking the truth and denouncing the gospel of Jesus Christ, and they themselves were lying and deceivers, and they were publicly called out. Okay? They wouldn't have wanted to kill Jesus if he didn't publicly and routinely excoriate them. Okay?
You got a more than a 5-to-1 block ratio in this room right now.
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I guess you're not aware that there's a lot of trolls on Discord. Guess you didn't get the memo.
That's an awful troll-like comment from yourself. Awful snide and backhanded. I'm not opposed to.
Hold on. No. Go back. I didn't hear what you said. Repeat all over.
I'm suggesting that was a rather backhanded comment, and while I'm fine with backhanded comments,
wait a minute, whoa,
troll territory.
Hold on. What did I say that you thought I was directing at you?
I wasn't suggesting that it was focused on me.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to square one. What did I say that you don't agree with?
I wasn't aware that you muting everyone else is you saying something. I was commenting on the number of people muted in this channel.
Yeah, okay.
More than normal. It's like someone is going hard on the mute button.
I'm going hard on the mute button. Okay. Is that a problem?
Is this guy drinking?
Yeah, I think it's high, bro.
Yeah, sometimes when I get indignant with some people, then the other atheists will go into their servers and say, oh, Darth Dawkins is losing it. And then they start to pile in the room, and then they start to troll some more. So they purposely do it so they get red dotted as to contribute to the show. Okay. Welcome to Discord. Okay. I've never seen your name around. I guess you're not aware of the problem of trolls that are on Discord. And by the way, I wouldn't have this power were it not granted to me. Okay. Okay. If the trolling that where I'm on the receiving end was not such a frequent problem, I wouldn't have this ability, would I? You see, the trolls have no one to blame but themselves for giving me this power. Because had they not repeatedly trolled over the years, I wouldn't go to who's ever in control of the server and request the ability to mute these people. Okay. And the powers to be, whoever owns the server, They don't have to grant it to me, but I guess they grant it to me for a reason.
Darth, you run this server like a North Korean dictatorship. You mute anyone who disagrees with
No,
you, and you
no,
just dismiss them
that's
as
not
trolling. It's
true.
ridiculous.
That's not
Look at how
true.
many
I
people
do
are muted.
not
It
mute
is true.
people who
Look at how
disagree
many
with
people
No
are
one
me.
muted.
asked you,
Okay,
Sky, man.
okay. Yeah, who
Yeah,
was it
bro.
speaking? Corbin?
Yes.
Okay, Corbin. That is either you are ignorant or you are lying. Okay, I do not mute people simply and only because they disagree with me. I have numerous conversations every day, every week, every month with people who disagree with me. People who are acting like adults, they're being transparent, they're not gaslighting me, they're not trolling, they're not lying, they're not being disruptive. Okay, so stop lying. People do not get muted simply and only because they disagree. Right? And you're trolling now because that is an unfounded accusation.
You're gonna mute me as well?
No. But if you persist
Well, look,
hold on a second. If you persist in gaslighting and making false accusations at a certain point, I'm going to drop the hammer and I will mute you. Okay? But it is an outright lie to say I simply and merely mute people because they disagree with me. That's a lie. Do you know it's a lie? And I know it's a lie. And most of the people in this room know it's a lie.
You're very quick
this,
on the mute button, though. That's the
yeah,
thing.
Rainy, hold on. Rainy, hold on.
Actually,
This,
not. Actually, that's from your perspective, I may be. From my, I'm not.
And even if we joke with you, right? You'll just jump on muting people, and it's like they can't even have a civil conversation with you.
I disagree with you.
Like you muted me because I made a joke about Ezra and said I'm associated with.
So you're avoiding the server mute? Here, enjoy it again, sunshine. There you go.
Dawkins, how about you engage in conversation with these people instead of just muting
Corbin,
them
hold
every time
on. I wanted to say something.
How about I engage in? I'll be glad to engage in conversation, even vigorous disagreement and debate with people who are not gaslighting, prevaricating, trolling. Okay, and I have plenty of good conversations every day. The fact that you don't approve of my protocol or my standards, I don't care. I really don't care. I call them as I see them. You don't like it? Too bad. Don't listen. But it's amazing how many people want to come and listen.
People watch car wrecks. That doesn't mean the car wrecks are a good thing.
Well, are you trying to suggest that I'm a train wreck? If I'm such a train wreck, why am I frequently invited to speak?
I wouldn't dare suggest.
Why are you ever talking to me? Okay, if I'm such a train wreck, why am I constantly invited to do actually serious debates, even with PhDs? Okay.
I wouldn't dare call you that. I would get muted right away, and I'm not aiming to be.
Well, see now you're lying, because you were in a backhanded way. Remember that backhanded? You were suggesting that I'm a train wreck. So stop lying.
I didn't say it. I suggested it. Absolutely.
Right, and so that you're gaslighting, trying to pretend like you weren't trying to communicate that I was a train wreck.
No, you don't get to call the bully a bully because they don't like that, and they're going to turn out.
How am I being a bully when I'm simply shutting the mouths of people who are trolling? Okay.
Okay, I'll just shut
If you don't troll, if you don't gaslight me and persistently lie to me in an interaction, you don't get server muted. I have plenty of I don't recall ever seeing your name around here, but I regularly have long conversations with people who disagree with me, who act like adults, who don't act like little punks and repeatedly lie to me in a conversation like that first guy did. After I'm repeatedly lied to, I'm just not going to put up with it anymore, and I'm going to call them out for it. But you don't like that? Too bad. Don't come and listen. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, there's plenty of chats in the server. You know what I mean? Plenty.
You guys just don't like the fact that I have the power to shut down people who are either just outright trolling or just being outright deceitful with me, that I just don't have unlimited patience for this like some people who do it. Like, for example, Matt Slick, will put up it for so long and he won't get outspokenly agitated like I do, right? But you just don't like the fact that I become verbally indignant, and then I shut them down. Okay, if you're going to talk with me, you better not be chronically deceitful. Okay, and people know that, right? And if they choose to be deceitful and they get muted for it, then whose fault is that?
Feel obliged to come in. I feel obliged to I feel obliged to come in and say that me and Darth, I'm a living, breathing example of someone who's had multiple conversations with Darth, and while we disagree, I mean, I'm still here. I'm not muted, and I think Darth
because
even likes me.
You've always conducted yourself in a straightforward, truthful manner. We don't agree on many things, but you've never trolled. You've never lied. You don't lie.
Thanks, Darth. Appreciate it. And you know what? I can't even blame you for being quick on the mute button, because you encounter like an abnormal amount of trolls.
I wouldn't call it quick on the mute button. Okay? Because it's not when they just lie to me once or twice, is they keep on doing it over and over and over again. And then at a certain point, I'm like, okay, that's it. We're done.
Yeah, sure. I was just saying I wouldn't even be able to blame you even if you were, because I mean you encountered too many people trying to mess with you.
Some of these people are known personas to me. I have a prior history, and some people that come in the room, they don't know of the prior history. Some of these people I've never talked to before. Okay. So from some people's perspective, I may be quick on the draw, but they don't know that I have a prior history with some of these people. Right? But they sure do come and listen, don't they?
That's because they love to hear you lose your stuff. These guys are children, right?
I'm not losing it. Being momentarily angry and indignant is not losing it in my perspective.
Listen, when you like yell at atheists, this is like a group of atheists drug. This is their drug. They have to be here listening to Darth
Let's
Dawkins.
face it. They are, listen, there's no, you can take this to the bank. They are obsessed with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Filthy, disgusting atheists. Curse them.
Well, certainly not all of them, but many of them that we encounter on Discord, they are. Did you think that I was indicting all atheists, Wonder? Wonder, are you there? Or are you just heckling?
I'm here.
Okay, was that you who made the remark?
It certainly was.
Okay, so were you under the impression that I was indicting all atheists on Discord?
Not necessarily, perhaps.
Okay, yeah.
So if Darth isn't in VC for a month, these atheists are gonna have some, like what is that called? Withdrawals. They're gonna have some withdrawals. They're gonna start going crazy just by Darth not being in VC.
Well, just think of the excitement when they get word that I've died. Just think how excited they're going to be, and then the depression will set in. But the good news is this: I'm going to be free from the constraints of this world sooner than most of you, and I'm going to be on the other side. And boy, are you unbelievers in for the rudest eternal awakening.
I don't think you will go to heaven, my man.
When you say threats like that, you can't expect people to take you seriously.
That's not a
threat.
That's not a threat.
People
look
who
up
are
the
here
English.
and they're muted.
Is English your first language?
People who are
Is
still
English
here and
your
they're
first
muted.
language?
You're just acting childish. So
No, I'm not. There are
carry on.
sometimes I talk with many people whose English is not their first language. Do you know what the word threat means? When I say that they are in for the rudest eternal awakening, okay, and it's going to be too late, Is that what you were characterizing as a threat? I'm hearing crickets.
Again, I said I'm not going to engage in conversation with you because
Wait a minute.
you're just childish.
So you're heckling then?
And you don't let me finish when I
So
talk.
you're heckling then? So you're heckling, is that it? So you're just a drive-by then, right? I asked you a question. See, you can't even be honest about this. I said,
Repeat the
when you
question.
said,
Repeat the question.
oh, so you don't know, so you don't even remember the question.
Darth, people are
You
here
know what's
because they don't find
amazing?
you
I ask
insightful.
a
You don't let me
simple
finish. So I
question.
know I'm not going to engage in
Let me
conversation with you. I'm
let me
done,
know when you're
because
done
you don't let me finish.
bloviating.
No.
Let me know when you're done bloviating. Isn't it amazing how many people ask a straightforward question, then they go wah 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 wah, and then I'll say, "Are you going to answer a question?" They'll go, well, "Repeat the question." You said I was making a threat. How is telling people that they are in for the rudest eternal waking that they will, it'll be too late for them? How is that a threat?
Because they find it rude that you can condemn them.
No, I'm not asking
God,
you. I'm
but they
asking
don't
Corbin.
believe it.
I didn't ask you. Okay, you can wait your turn. If you want to make commentary on what I said, I'll be glad to listen to you. But I asked Corbin. So Corbin, how is that what I said a threat? Okay, so I'm going to put a mental note that you're a little heckler, a little troll. And if you make another heckling remark and you refuse to come to the microphone and respond to my question, then I'll know for certain you're a full-blown troll. Okay, who's the other gentleman that wanted to comment?
Yeah, sorry, I've got a problem with dead air. But yeah, no, it's just the fact that they don't want to engage because they want to get outraged by the fact that you've condemned them with a god that they claim they don't believe in. And they just can't survive in that absurdity for more than 2 minutes without having to spurg out. So
Rob, you said it way better than I could. That was brilliant, Bob. Right. They're getting upset because I'm telling them that Barney the dinosaur is going to get them. Because that's what they think about God. They want to believe that God is just Barney the dinosaur. He just doesn't exist, and they're getting upset over that.
Yeah.
We literally come here to laugh at Darth because he's delusional. It's not that deep.
Shut the hell up.
Well, no, Ezra,
No.
don't do that. Listen. We'll find out if she's just a drive-by. So tell me, how am I delusional?
One, I'm not a she. I'm not a girl. Second of all, literally anytime anyone confronts you with truth, you just ignore them.
Stop. I didn't. What? Start all over again. What was that?
I'm not a she.
Oh, so you're a male?
Yes, sure.
Okay. And are you a legal adult?
Yep.
You're a legal adult male, and you
Yes,
sound
I'm
like
19.
that? Wow. Are you small?
What do you mean by small?
So you're a male and you sound like that? Okay. Are you a transvestite?
This is exactly what I mean when I say you're delusional. I hope you realize how dumb
No,
you
I'm just
sound.
well,
he's
you're
delusional, but you're not
you're the one. Wait a minute. You're the one who said that you're a she, or excuse me, you're a he, but not a she. And you sound just like a woman to me.
What does this have to do with what I was saying?
Yeah, so we'll move on. Okay. So how am I delusional?
Anytime anyone confronts you with any type of truth, you either mute them, you change the subject.
Right there. That's a lie. Stop with the lies. You know
exactly.
That's a
You're
lie.
proving my point.
Okay,
You are
that is
proving
not
my
true.
point.
Okay. Do you have any other lies you want to tell?
Oh my god.
People do not get muted because they simply disagree with me. We'll repeat it one more time. Liar. People get muted
I didn't
because
say
they're
they were muted.
heckling. Why are you over
disagreeing
talking
with
me?
you.
You just said
Because
it.
you overtalk everyone else, so I should
Okay,
be allowed
I
to do it too.
overtalk people when they lie. Okay, and you're lying. Okay, so people do not get muted for disagreeing.
Yeah,
People get muted. Why are you overtalking me if you're complaining me about overtalking? So are you just another troll? Would you like to be server muted?
Sure, go ahead, server mute me.
Okay, good. You're server muted. Since you requested it, your wish is my command.
Okay, listen, Darth, how dumb do you have to get in VC to call someone delusional and not even lay out a single thing that is considered delusional? Like, what kind of logic is this? She literally got in VC and said that you were muting people. That doesn't equal delusion.
Listen, you think I lose sleep at night because Darth Dawkins, he just mutes people because they disagree with him. And who believes that claptrap?
Probably daddy issues, parental issues, you know? It's very common. It's like when your parents are absent from your life, you don't learn manners, you don't learn respect, to respect others.
Aiden, are you that Catholic from well, just are you a Catholic? Because I think I remember you from somewhere.
Nah, I've always had this avatar. I'm a theist.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I was just gonna say, Darth, I think Tom in Boxes is gonna need some maximum therapy after you die. Hopefully that's in a long time from now.
Well, it's sad that a grown man wastes his time recording me. I mean, is he that desperate for the small funds that he must take in? I mean, how desperate can you be? But what's amazing is how many views he does get by the atheists who claim just to hate me, yet they can't help themselves from listening to my recordings.
Hey, Darth, I sent you this meme. Can I post this meme of you to the general?
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
That's
fine.
I don't have the ability. You can post it if you want. I guess I don't have GIF privileges or whatever.
All right, I'll post.
So, listen, Darth, this is not an insult, right? But Tom Unbox's content is really great. Like, it's funny. I'm sorry. I hope you don't take.
All right, I'm gonna post the meme in. I'll post it in general. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, at least if you're going to do a meme about me, at least do so with intelligence and actual humor instead of stupidity. Like, for example, Darth Dawkins' Christmas special thing. That was funny. That was good. Yeah, Andricus, I guess I'm going to have to block you now. Okay. He's not here. I'll just have to block him.
The part where it's going down the list is really funny. But yeah, Darth, do you agree with me that Tom's content is really funny? I hope you don't take offense to that.
What do you mean it's funny? Because all it is recordings of me.
I mean, it's just funny listening to you yell at atheists.
Well, it's not all. I mean, only a small portion of it is me getting indignant.
Yeah, but like every video, like you end up cussing at one of the atheists, and it's pretty hilarious.
That's simply not true. Okay, don't sound like the dumb teenager that you are. Okay, because that's simply inaccurate. Okay, although
how am I?
Why? Because first of all, it's just simply not true. Number two, there are
certain manipulated edits. How can that not be true?
Well, of course he does, and there are many times I have lengthy conversations that he doesn't save and upload. Okay, so
Darth,
number one, it's a disproportionate representation of the total amount of conversations that I have. But even the ones that he does post, much of the time, I'm not raising my voice.
Okay. Well, listen, if you weren't the geriatric, debater on Discord that you are, maybe I would.
Now that's hurtful. See, I don't agree with what you just said. That's just mean-spirited there. Okay, so you didn't get served.
Oh, okay.
By the way, did you get that Tom Rabbit?